From Ireland, both these guys turbo by Garrett. Ryan, this should be interesting. When Tony's on, he's on. He has this no-holds-barred kind of attitude, but Darren McNamara, his eyes are on the prize. Here we go. Darren McNamara leading as Tony Angelo keeps chase. So here we go, initiated into that big bank, a long bank. I mean, you can see how long they're just hanging out there. Tony Angelo on the wall as well. Oh, and a correction by Tony. Slapping the wall, his tire. His suspension is obviously damaged as Darren McNamara pulls through the rest of the course. It's going to be his advantage. Is already out of the gate, Ryan. The wall claims a victim. Dio Shihara, he will be leading. Jeff Stoneback will be giving chase. So a great example of that chicane, and it works. I mean, this is great. So here we go. Got a clean start here as Dio Shihara with a bit of a faint entry, initiating way before any of the billboards. Now Jeff did this yesterday in Pro 2. Like to see him actually, you know, not just roll on angle, but initiate and let it hang out there, just like Dio. But look at Stoneback surging next to that Falcon Tires BRZ. As Stoneback, I told you, he wasn't an easy battle to go against. Nice showing. There we go. Now we go. Stoneback now in front. Yoshihara in the chase position. So look at this. A veteran versus a rookie. Dio Shihara, you know, a former Formula Drift champion in 2011. And here he is in this new car for him. And Jeff Stoneback, he's in a new car. That car was debuted in Long Beach. He drove the competition in qualifying for the very first time. And he made it into the show that is top 32. So nice job by both these guys right now. Dio Shihara. Oh, and Stoneback hits the wall. So Stoneback taps that wall. That is not a dedicated clipping zone. So here we go. Andy says, Dio Shihara, Ryan, and there it is. It's unanimous. Taijiro Yoshihara in the Falcon Tires V8 Turbo BRZ advances onto the Great 8. Here we go. A champion versus a champion in his native Norway. And here we go. Vongen Jr. initiates into the bank. Good angle. Good degree of angle for both these guys. Kenny Moen needs to get that proximity, but he isn't compromising the angle. I like that strategy, but is Vongen Jr. going to pull away from him as those Nitto tires grip up? Filling that rear clipping zone. Vongen Jr. You can hear him going through the revs. Good job by both these guys. Pretty straightforward. Oh, and look at this, Vongen Jr. This is the second half of this battle. This is Kenny Moen. Now, Vongen Jr. is at that deficit, you know, we assume, because the judges don't clarify if there is a deficit, but we saw that big correction there before the finish line from Vaughn. I told you he would not back down as Vongen Jr. applying the pressure in that Monster Energy Nitto Tire Mustang RTR to Kenny Moen. Now, remember, third and fourth in the championship as there's Vaughn navigating. Now, again, he wants Kenny to potentially mess up here as the smoke out gets filled there around that last clip. Go to the judge, Andy, Ryan, and Brian. It's unanimous. Kenny Moen gets the win. Ken Nova will lead. June May will give chase. Right, navigating through the chicane. So you can see it's pretty straightforward, you know, as far as just getting around that. Here we go. We got a clean start. June May initiates actually earlier than Denofa. Talking to Denofa on Thursday, he was saying that just wasn't feeling the flow, but right now, you know, he's doing all right, but June with an early initiation. Oh, and then Chelsea, a correction, but June with the correction as well, and Denofa shuts it down. So I'm assuming, you know, man, so unfortunate for Denofa, but June May, he's got to be feeling good. He's going to have the advantage here. On Thursday, he just wasn't feeling it. Like, he literally took one run. He said, guys, let's talk tomorrow. Let's reconvene. So I think right now, look at this. I mean, Denofa, you know, not getting the restart, going through the course. I think he knows already that the gremlins are there, and he just cannot shake them. But as June May goes, that look. So June Meng right now, I mean, he's out front and making some big mistakes that he shouldn't make. But unfortunately, or fortunately for him, Denofa just was a no-show on that run. Let's go to the judges. I assume June Meng is going to get the win. And there it is. June Meng gets the win in the MAV TV Lucas Oil V8-powered S13 as is going to be leading. Coffin gives chase. So Forsberg with that VK56, he has the Nissan V8, he has nitrous supplying some power adders here. Look at this, all Nissan battle. One of them running the American V8 as Forsberg brings it into the power alley. Now let's see how they transition into that rear clipping zone. Kaufman, nice job of keeping it close as Forsberg navigates the course properly and brings it around Kaufman. Oh, Kaufman with a correction there. So Kaufman out front, Forsberg in the chase position. Let's see where they initiate on the bank. Kaufman initiates. Nice, good angle. Forsberg needs to gain that proximity strategy potentially coming into play. Nice job by Kaufman through the power alley. Gets out to that touch and go. Now initiating into the rear clipping zone. Kaufman taking a wide sweep. Now way off that front clipping point is Kaufman. Now crawling through that final clip. Nice job by Kaufman and Forsberg right there. Kaufman go to the judges. Andy, Ryan, and Brian. Andy says Chris Forsberg. Ryan says Chris Forsberg. And it's unanimous. Chris Forsberg gets the win. So so. We're seeing Gooden out front, Matt Field, that CX Racing, Nitto Tires, S14. Look at these two gentlemen doing battle. And these guys are just fun-loving dudes, and I'm sure they're going to put on a show, and they are. Look at this Field applying the pressure, having to back down a little bit here as they fill that rear clipping zone. Approaching the first front clipping point is Gooden, as is Field. Oh, and Gooden! Oh, suspension arm is broken. You can see he was coming straight at us. You see the right wheel's going right, and the left wheel just went straight. So back to the action. This is Ryan Turk versus Magic Mike Pollard. Now, Mike Pollard in his borrowed S14 making his Formula Drift Pro debut. Had the pleasure of working with him in Colorado as Ryan Turk rides the wall nice and high. Retax Lifestyle backpack Scion FRS as he navigates in that rear clipping zone as Pollard almost T-bones him. As Pollard takes out that front clip, Turk keeps it consistent through the course. Pollard got a little phase there. Kicking it out here a little bit. All right, Pollard out front. Let's see where he initiates. He does, pulling away from that 2JZ powered FRS of Turk. Middle to high as he ends up high. Coming in the power alley. Nice job by Pollard. Let's see how they navigate. Look at Turk. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, doctor, look at that. Nice job by Turk and Pollard. Oh, almost straightens. I mean, he kept it out, but man, unreal. Stomp your feet, everybody. Make some noise. Let me hear you stomp your feet. Let's get this place shaking. These metal bleachers.
Well, that was a great job of driving right there by Ryan Turk, as you can see right out of the gate, very focused, eye on the prize right here as Mike Pollard takes a good lead run up on top of the bank and transitions into the power alley here, and Ryan Turk dives in the pocket right there. Excellent move on the attack in the chase position. Great job right there by Ryan Turk. And then look at Mike Pollard gets a little out of shape right here. Turk adjusts, stays with it. Great job of driving right there in the chase position by Ryan Turk.
All right, so I guess we were live when we didn't think so, but oh well. So earlier, seeing some memes go out there, so I apologize for my expletives, but sometimes we just make a little fun. Here we go, Mike Pollard and Ryan Turk. I have to assume, I mean, great showing by Pollard, especially in his borrowed car, but Ryan Turk advances on. All right, so Corey navigates through the chicane rapidly. Good early initiation from McCory. McCory's had some bad luck here and there, but right now it seems to be performing properly. Let's see how he does. Oh, that's one tire for sure. Is it two, as that back bumper skin explodes out? But Gucci, now he corrects and straightens. Now Gucci had an opportunity there to just drop into line, and Gucci goes off course. Here we go, Ken Gucci initiating into the bank. Nice job by the Goosh. Riding higher than McCory and that Chevrolet Camaro, the bow tie. Oh, nice proximity from McCory to come into that rear clipping zone, filling it up. Look at McCory, showing he's got that power on deck. Now the nimble FRS does it properly around that final clip. Now Ryan, here we go, one more time. Is it a one more time? Is it Gucci? Is it McCory? Where are my Gucci fans at? All right, well, Andy says Ken Gucci. Oh, look at this, Ken Gucci gets the win. So I have to assume that, I never want to assume, but I have to think that they saw two tires off, Nishida versus Taka Ayano. Now, unfortunately, Taka is retired. The Megan Racing Hankook tires, Toyota Corolla, is out of competition. So that means Robbie Bushido Blade Nishida will advance on, and Achilles radially, me to say, Toyota Soar. So let's just hear this thing purr and see a solo by run here showing that he can turn and burn. There you go. Ghostman on third there as Nishida finishes out. He's moving on to the top 16. For you local fans, Evergreen Drift, July 20th, that is a Sunday, 425 Motorsports Pro-Am and Tandem Mayhem. That's 11 to 6 p.m. Again, Evergreen Drift, July 20th. That's Sunday, actually. And 11 to 6, $10 grandstand seats. Now, August 24th, during the State Fair, there's Evergreen Drift Finals during the Evergreen State Fair. So for more information on that, go to evergreendrift.com. Again, August 24th, during the State Fair, we're going to have Evergreen Drift Finals. And July 20th, Sunday, 425 Motorsports Pro-Am and Tandem Mayhem. $10 grandstand seats, 11 to 6 p.m. All right, Ryan, as we advance on Dean Carnage Carney versus Charles Ng. Now, I got to say, definitely impressed with Charles Ng, how that car has progressed from round one in Long Beach to now here in Seattle, or Monroe specifically, as we're an hour north of Seattle. So here we go, Charles Ng, Dean Carnage Carney. These guys have gone against each other once before, and that was just last round in New Jersey. Charles Ng got the win. Can he repeat, or is Dean Carnage Carney? Oh, and Carnage lives up to his name. He taps the wall, goes off course, and he is just absolutely rocking the track, and his Dodge Viper, the Oracle lighting. Dodge Viper getting sloppy there. Once you start going off course, it is just hard to salvage a run, especially when Charles Ing is put. Look at that, Dean Carney diving into the nose of Charles Ing's maximum attack. Speed Hunter's G37, supercharged V8, G37 like that. He's running Voodoo 13. The new suspension coming. Oh, look at this, Charles Ing. Traditional race car driver drops into formation, nosing and ripping off bumpers. Wow, Charles Ing said, you know what, I'm already in it. I'm going to pin it to win it. So let's just go ahead and just finish the job off.
Well, remember, we still have that first run that took place. So let's take a look at this. You can see coming off the line, Carney kind of comes into the lane a little bit with Ing, as Ing was really getting off the line pretty fast, taking advantage of the chicane right here. But coming off the wall, you can see Carney makes a little bit of contact right there, and then gets a little bit out of whack. And then right here, Ing on the surge makes contact in the chase position right there, knocks the bumper off, and all was done at this point right here. So the judges will have to assert fault.
Very chaotic and carnage run there, as Andy saying Dean Carney one more time from Ryan. Ryan says Dean Carney gets the win. So Dean Carnage Carney, now it's 1-1. The score has been settled as Dean Carnage Carney gets the win. JTB versus Carl Osaki. The signature Northwest day, a little bit of wind. You can see the flags waving. Mother Nature's Zambonis, I like to say, so clearing out the smoke. As you know, we have some percentage of rain, but 100% guaranteed. We see some awesome drifting. Will it show up right now as JTP initiates in that matte black signature teal and blue Falcon tires Mustang? Nice job, good angle from JTP. Absolutely putting on a clinic for Osaki, but Pollock dancing with the devil there on that yellow line as Osaki needs to show up. He's got some angle, but just lacking the proximity, but kind of running separate runs now. So second half of this battle, I have to assume JTP has the advantage. As you said, Canny played the spoiler card. Osaki up front. You can see the big intake manifold sticking out the hood. JTP right and low. Canny work it high, compromising that angle, but getting that proximity. Oh, dropping down as JTP. But look at that. Look how close he is. Nice. Oh, Osaki slaps the wall. So JTP says peace. Justin Pollock chucks a deuce and throws some Falcon tire smoke in his face. Unfortunately for Osaki, he knew he needed to, put the car in the right places, check the boxes, as we say, with that attitude and that style. But unfortunately, the wall bit back, corrected him. Justin Pollock, again, pieced out. Here we go. So Justin Pollock, 1, 2, and 3. It's unanimous. JTP, Justin Pollock, the Falcon Tires Ford Mustang advances on to the top 16. Conrad Grunwald versus Ryan the Kid Cotto. So Conrad Grunwald again, congratulations to him and his wife bringing their new 700 to the world. Conrad Grunwald, aggressive driver, likes the backwards entry, always pours on a great degree of angle, but wants to keep it fluid now. In this instance, he is just absolutely on one right now, but can he keep it between the lines? And he does. The Hendrick tires grip up as it is strewn about the track in Cotto's face, as Cotto, the DNA motoring 350Z, talked about running that carbureted V8, and there he goes, pulling through the finish line. Here we go, Ryan Kid Cotto got a clean start through the start chicane. Here we go, Cotto out front, Grunwald in chase. Grunwald, now look at that, just slingshotting up to the door of Cotto. A little bit of wishy-washy there from Conrad though, as Cotto looks very settled in his Z. Hop, skip, and a jump, the BRE Racing engine pounding away on the Molly internals. The Megan Racing Hankook tires. Camaro pulling through the finish. Getting a thumbs up. We do have a verdict. Grunwald gets Andy, Ryan, and Brian's vote. So congratulations, Conrad Grunwald. And the Hankook tires, Megan Racing Chevrolet Camaro advances on. Right along, Odi Bakshis, who got his first ever Formula Drift podium at the last round of competition, got 3rd place. So congratulations to him and his family. Field suspension, Netto tires, V8 S14. Going against Carl Rydquist, who's from Sweden, driving the Road Race Engineering Turbo by Garrett Burke Technologies on Hankook tires 350Z. So the Swedish driver versus the Lithuanian driver, that is Odi Bakshis. Now we get the chicane start. And we got a good start. So Odi out front, still launching away from Rydquist, but Rydquist has an opportunity to drop the formation, and they do a good job right now. Odi riding high, man, I'm telling you, Odi is just absolutely perfect on that touch and go area, rides it out there, filling and checking the boxes with a big bold marker right now is Odi Bakshis. Carl Rydquist now getting that proximity back, retains L, and just as I say that, not as much angle, but man, Bakshis in the chase position. See how we do going into the bank. Rydquist initiates. Nice job by Rydquist, getting high on the bank. Oh, whoa, and tapping, slamming the wall. Rydquist explodes his wing. Oh, so Odi, if he finishes this out, he'll have the advantage. as unfortunately the road race engineering team will be calling it, obviously quits that official real quick, and there it is. Odibachis gets the win. Forrest Wang navigating through the chicane. Let's see how these gentlemen do. These guys have gone against each other once before, with Michael Essa getting the win. That was back in Long Beach earlier this season. Now look at this, Forrest Wang absolutely crushing that bank. Nice jump, scrubbing a lot of speed, but now he taps the wall. Michael Essa spins as well. Now were those separate incidents, Ryan? Now we see Forrest Wang tap the wall straight out. He did have a correction. Did he go off course as Michael Essa came to a complete stop?
Yeah, definitely going to want to take a look at this one, slow it down, get some different angles. That was quite interesting as we revisit the replay here. Either way, tough break for both guys.
Yeah.
Looks like Essa's guys are already calling 5. So here we can see flick initiation into the bank. Essa on a little bit of a lower line here. You can see coming off the bank here, makes contact, and then yes, that's a great angle for that. So it looks like Forrest Wang, at least on the way I see it, Forrest Wang makes contact with the ball, comes back, and actually makes contact with the front of Michael.
Here's the second half of this battle. If you can recall, Forrest Wang hits the wall, straightens out, corrects, nicks the front end of Essa's car. So here we go, the second half of it. Taps it, but doesn't knock it over. So it was a clean start there. So Essa just kissing the cone, but does not knock it over. Now, Forrest Wang sitting on that deficit as Essa yanks on the e-brake, comes into the power alley. The reigning champion still wanting some respect from his competitors, not in contention to that Essa Autosports New Age Automotive Yokohama Tire BMW. You could see Forrest Wang's vehicle, STR Racing, Fat Lace, getting its laboratory running BC. Let's make it official. There it is. Michael Essa gets the win. It's unanimous. Frederick Osbo coming off his first ever win in New Jersey and currently second in point standings, going against Little Tex Nate Hamilton, who we haven't seen in head-to-head battle all the way to last year. So we want to see Little Tex do well. He's in that V8 Injuku Racing S13. Nice job there. That's 13.4 as Frederick Osbo. Nice job filling. Oh, and Hamilton goes off course. Hamilton goes off course. Straightened out as Hamilton gets completely phased and Osbo finishes out. I mean, a tough battle going against the Norwegian Hammer. You can see Hamilton will lead as Osbo gets chased. Now this is interesting because these guys have never gone against each other in head-to-head battle. So for Osbo, he needs to keep his cool in order to advance on as Hamilton now in that LS-powered S13 360-degree wrap. Juga Racing One Monster to do S13. Now right there, that's where he made that mistake again before. Seems to handle it no problem this time. As Osbo gets that proximity, Hamilton way wide swing around that front clip and a late apex, and that's going to be him parking it. As you can see Osbo trying to salvage that angle, but Hamilton just parked it there. Let's make it official. Osbo, the Norwegian Hammer, gets the win. So Jonathan Castro and the Progresso Metalon 370Z. His vehicle worked on by the Chris Forsberg Racing Team and then Motorsport specifically. Has a good angle, nice and high on the bank as Mohan applying the pressure. Big correction from Mohan. He straightens out coming into the power alley. As Mohan lacking the angle, Castro tightens it back up. Puts a bow on it here around that final clip, and finishing all the way through is Jonathan Castro. So great showing by Castro up front as Mohan just had a tough time. As here we go now, Mohan navigates it properly. Stretching out through the brand new debut, start chicane. As Mohan initiates now, Castro low on the bank. Could Mohan grab the advantage here from Castro? You know, with Mohan with that correction is Castro. Look at that. Getting that proximity, almost getting contact there. Bringing around the final clip is Castro, and Castro spins. Oh. Castro spins and goes off course. We are finding out the verdict here, but to Wang and Essa, but here's the verdict for Mohan and Castro. I gotta think it's going one more time. I mean, looking at the correction for Mohan, Castro, big spin. Let's go to the judges. Andy, Ryan, and Brian, go and hit me with it. Oh, wow, look at this. So actually, Kyle Mohan, so he did have a correction, but I'm assuming that they didn't think it was large enough to be a zero. So, wow, so look at that. Kyle Mohan gets the win. So Kyle Mohan gets the win. The Progresso Metal Don 370Z, a definitive spin. You saw him go off course. You saw him make that mistake.
Yeah. I mean, it was Kyle Mohan was definitely on that really thin edge. You know, it could, a judge most definitely could have called that a zero, but I don't think he got up to that line. He got very, very close, and that is what resulted in him getting what is a sloppy win, but nonetheless a win.